Hey, all you beautiful people. Welcome to the channel, Rory's Wonderless Travel, where we travel around the world either by plane, train, or motorcycle. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you what it's like to drive around in Chiang Mai, Thailand. Chiang Mai, Thailand is the second largest city in Thailand, and yet it still feels very small. As you can see, we're coming up on the Tapai Gate of Chiang Mai. The gate itself is one of 5 gates which originally constructed as the entrance points to the old city and walled city of Chiang Mai. Chiang Mai is surrounded by this wall. It's kind of falling apart these days, but it's still there and it's very visible once you drive around the moat. Off to the left, you can see that is part of the moat, the water. It will grow like water lilies on it, and they have a lot of festivals and things around the moat. It is considered the old city. Please keep in mind, if you plan on coming to Thailand, you need a few things to drive a motorcycle here. First of all, on the website, it'll say international driver's license, but sometimes that doesn't even work here. Many times it doesn't work here because they believe that you sometimes can get that type of driver's license off the internet. So what we have done, I can only personally speak about me, is I actually went down and took the driver's 2-day course, and that's how I got my Thai driver's license. Probably the best thing I could have done, because if I get pulled over, because they do spot check all the time, I never have an issue. As you can see, us motorcyclists, we kind of weave in between the cars or filter, because otherwise you'll be just stuck in traffic most days. And sometimes with me having a larger bike, it's kind of harder for me to filter, but as you can see, Mike has a very narrow bike, and sometimes I'm jealous of him for it. On this day, traffic was actually really good, but it was New Year's Eve, and probably most people weren't going out until later in the afternoon, but I had to pick up my bike from the Honda shop, so I went into town to get it. Yes, it's legal for me to go up the middle like that. You can actually pass on the left or the right, and it just depends on traffic. In this instance, it's pretty wide open. So with my CBX 500, I have crash bars, so it makes me a little wider. So I just ran up to the middle here. We got lucky this day because usually we manage to hit every red light, and the red lights can be anywhere from 2 to 5 minutes long. So Today we did pretty good. We did have a Japanese couple, very fascinated with our bike, so it was kind of funny. Here we're coming up on a highway called the Super Highway. We're actually not going to go on it. We're actually going to go over the bridge and head up towards Myron. This is Mike's way of telling me to hurry up. He's getting bored on the bike, so hurry up and follow me. And yes, if you're doing any kind of like mountain riding or long riding, we always wear our full gear, includes helmet, boots, pants, jacket. So if you were to lay down your bike, you don't have to put his bag. Is the law in Thailand to wear a helmet? Do you see everybody wearing a helmet? No, but you should always. Bikes can be fun because so many people are interested in what you're doing, and they'll just say hi to you, or they'll have nice bike, or they're always just really friendly here in Thailand. That's why Thailand is called the land of the smiles. Yeah, the corner turning here is can be a bit difficult at times because all the bikes go at once. So somehow you have to manage not to hit anybody, but make the corner too on a big bike. These little scooters are actually very cool to ride around. They're so much easier than the big bikes to ride. So you see the orange scooter up here on the left. They were very fascinated with us. He actually parked up there so that he could have a whole conversation with us about our bikes and giving us thumbs up. So Mike got a new bike, so it's like his new toy, and it's pretty funny because we both went up in bike sizes, and I was just at the point where I wasn't having to chase him all the time in engine size, and now he went up to a 900, and I'm on a 500, so I'm all the way back to chasing him again. I guess I'm gonna have to get a bigger bike. Right here is a police checkpoint. They love to pull over foreigners to make sure you have your proper license and you have a helmet on, and if you don't, it'll be a 500 baht, so it's like 15 USD, but I've heard these days they will now take you to the police station to make sure you pay your fine. Oh, and note, if you get a ticket here in Chiang Mai, it's good for 3 days, so if you get pulled over, just show them the ticket and you won't get a fine. any accidents happen at the roundabouts or where you do a U-turn. It's kind of like you pull up to in the middle of the highway and you need to do a U-turn, but these are major highways and people go before they should, and accidents occur a lot here. When I was going through the driving school, they told me this was the number one accident-prone place to get into an accident. Sometimes when they can get into vehicles here, they can stack them double high as this truck here. I even saw an elephant in a truck a couple weeks back, so it's just very interesting. Keep in mind, this was on a holiday that I took this video. On a normal day, this would be backed up with traffic all the time. Tell Mike he looks like a bumblebee on the motorcycle because he's always in high vis. I've lived in Thailand for 4 years and I can never get over the beauty of Thailand. Once you leave the city and you head to the mountains, it's completely different. As you can see, the roads in Chiang Mai are not that bad. I think the worst roads in Chiang Mai are probably around the old city because they're doing so much construction. So the road is extremely bumpy and it has a lot of potholes in it, so you need to be careful about that. But this highway is just fine. It's the highway that you would go towards my rim to do the Samsung Loop. It's a very famous motorcycle ride here in Chiang Mai. This driving right here is perfectly legal in Thailand. They actually say it is the motorbike lane, but when you can't get around traffic, this is just another option. There's only a couple of times I won't do this. One is being in the mountains on a big bike because the cars can swerve and hit you off the cliff. I don't think anybody wants that to happen. Right here on the left, we're about to go by a military base. I believe it's the infantry base. I'm not sure, but I do know it's a military base. If you've enjoyed this video, can you give me a like and a subscribe? That I would really appreciate it. It goes towards making more videos, which we have a ton of new videos that are going to be dropping soon. So yeah, thanks for joining our